That's what I'm calling. I'm calling the beef jump. Oh, God. God. Oh, jeez. The game does not like this. Beef is the savior. Get out. Get out before I could register. And look at us. We're outside the roof. We're slowly coming down. And, oh, my God. Here we go. We did it. Doing the beef jump works. Anyways, I hope that is a little bit informative, and I definitely would like to hear back from y'all.
So here I am today to answer his call. With no way back into Skalitz, that poor Henry, he's been stuck, cursed to wander the lands of Bohemia with no quest, just shit out of luck. But this squire was determined to change that fate, taking on the trial to get Helical back over the gate.
God be with you, Henry.
Beef jumping is a pretty simple process, and it doesn't require much setup, or nearly as much beef as those early attempts would suggest. With just 4 agility, 3 schnapps, and 1 cow, we can leave Skalitz in a hurry and come back whenever we are ready to continue with the story. If you'd like to fast track this process, go ahead and choose agility for Mother in the opening dialogue, and then grab the contents of Henry's chest before heading into town for some more training. Your goal is the agility perk Featherweight, which you're going to need in order to avoid bleeding out after your beef field fall. So get to level 4 by your preferred means, whether through Vanyak, Kunesh, or Cow. Punching the cows to death is no easy feat, so let's go get an axe to help us get that meat. We can visit the Not Yet Beggar Jane for a level 1 axe and, as a bonus, a dagger. She's not the only source, but she is an easy one and is located right by those cows. Get her attention by being seen on her property. Once you two are locking eyes, you can lure Jane towards the back of her property to get her alone. If you don't wish to kill her, and you don't want her to know it was you who knocked her out, wait until she gets past this woodpile here and then jump the fence to break her attention. Now remember, a naked Henry is a silent Henry, so go ahead and take off your clothes if you're struggling to sneak up on her. With axe in hand, it's time to start the slaughter. You want to be mindful of villagers passing through whilst slashing at those majestic creatures that go... 1 cow's worth of meat is enough for both escape and return, but keep on going if you've got more skills to learn. After that, you're ready to leave if you wish. However, there are a couple of quick resources we can pick up before departure. Talking to Father, on normal mode, will save your progress thus far, but it's also going to allow us to get both lockpicks and more schnapps. Drop by Kunesh and talk about his inadequacies, and then take a peek at his chest to activate the new objective. You can now get 4 lockpicks by running to the tavern and speaking with the boys. I recommend agreeing to help as it does avoid reputation loss, and then quickly talk to Fritz before he runs away. With that complete, turn to Bianca to talk about Father's ale and get rewarded with 5 more schnapps. The beef jumping method is an easy one, and you'll be a master of it in no time. I refined the process on Xbox Series X, but Helical himself has confirmed to me that it's working as well on PC. Any of those 3 guard towers will work for escape, but I do advise using the one by the fast travel, since it's closest to Mahoyed where you can get a horse, and also, underneath the bridge there is a treasure where you can store your remaining beef for your eventual return. In the guard tower, we can get to the next level by using just 4 beef. Keep in mind that one part of that ceiling is not solid, so position yourself about here and crouch down, facing the exterior wall. Enter your inventory and drop the 4 beef, but one at a time. Before leaving your inventory, you're going to want to use the save your schnapps, as this jump is only going to work after reloading. When you do reload that save, you're going to find yourself up in the tower. If for any reason you changed your mind and need to go back into town, you can fall through the floor here with no difficulty. For the second jump, crouch down in this corner here. Enter inventory and drop 11 beef, one at a time, before using another schnapps. When reloaded, you can now walk forward and just fall out of the tower. If, for some reason, you're struggling to get through the roof, start holding forward before the load process completes, because there is this brief moment before you can see where you can still move Henry. Now make sure you are crouched before loading the save. It's this weird quirk of KCD that if you're standing before loading, you're also going to be standing after the load. Aim for the high part of this bush here. It's not completely necessary in normal mode, but it can actually reduce or even eliminate your injuries. On hardcore, however, with brittle bones, you're going to need to land on the highest part of this bush to prevent bleeding, even with the featherweight perk active. Though I do imagine training agility and possibly strength to higher levels will also fix this issue. So now that you're out, how are you going to get back in? Well, for one, I found it's best to use the main tower on the northeast side of town. This one has a corner where the gate and tower meet, and it will support your beef for an easy return. You're going to use 30 beef to scale the walls, so crouch down here and face the guard tower. Again, drop the beef one at a time and then use a save. Make sure you're crouched and then reload. Now, here's the thing. While it's loading, you're going to want to be moving diagonally forward and to the left, pushing into the corner. If you're not doing that during the load-in, it's very likely you're just going to fall to the ground, still outside. Luckily, you can just try again as much as you need by reloading the save, so give it some practice and find your rhythm. There you have it. Go out and explore, train, and loot to your heart's content. It appears there are no random encounters, making travel very safe, but keep in mind, Henry can't use bandages. Bleeding is a death sentence, so frequent saves are a must. Bathhouses are a great option, but you can always just use a save and quit to set a new respawn point if you're in the middle of nowhere. There are plans in the works to do some fun challenges with this method, so come back soon for the next Trial by Squire.
I did this for you. I put Henry on top of a beef mountain. Why aren't you subscribed?
What's wrong with you?